So I went to a YouTube convention. Yeah.
I was supposed to get to go.
It was an educational conference in Atlanta.
And I didn't get to go.
And we got goodies, and I have refrained from opening them so that...
How'd you manage that?
I know, so that I could open them up on camera with my friends. And so we got cute little YouTube langrets, you know, langrets with our name on it, and they fed us really good. When we got there, we went through, you know, getting all checked in, everything, getting our bags, and then there was just this table with all kinds of foods and stuff, and we just like ate and ate, and it was free. You know, there's just something about free food. Anyway, and then after we did that, then we went to, what do you call it? Then we started, and they made us do some silly stuff that I just didn't think, you know, was useful. But just because it wasn't useful for me, maybe didn't mean it wasn't useful for somebody else. And so this was the contact lab, and so we had little sheets that we had to do. And we had to fill out what we thought about, like, they would have us like go through and do research on a different person's channel so that we could see what we thought they needed to do, which would help us reflect on what we needed to do. And then they taught us where there was a whole bunch of different websites. You want to open it up?
Yeah.
Open it up.
This one here?
Yeah. Just open them up. And they taught us about different websites that they thought was really good and useful.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's a drink bottle, a YouTube drink bottle.
Something done inside.
There's something inside.
I heard it. And where's those things?
Is it a Stay Fresh pouch?
I don't know what it is. It's down inside. I can't get my finger in it.
I got it. Oh, it's the metal hook. Oh, there's a piece of paper in there. Yeah. I'm telling you, they should not put stuff like this in here. People will drink with this in here. I mean,
would you get it out? I was going to get these little pieces to get it out.
Yeah, it's a hook that goes on there. Plus, it says it's an H2Go aluminum classic, 24-ounce single wall aluminum bottle. With threaded lid and key ring and carabiner.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
Clippy thing.
But I can't believe that was in there. I know there's going to be a ton of people putting water right on top of that, not even knowing it's in there. And Steve got one of these too. Look what we got.
Ooh, it's a selfie stick.
It's a selfie stick. Oh, and it says YouTube on it. It says YouTube on my selfie stick. I've got to buy a really large hard drive phone, you know?
Yeah.
But the best thing I saw down there was a selfie stick tripod.
Yeah. What's this?
Oh, it's a notepad.
With YouTube on it. And a YouTube pen. So is it magnetic?
and then we had our class, and then they gave us breaks, and they also fed us really good again. And because they kept freshening up the food all day. And then that evening, they gave us 2 tickets for alcoholic beverages. And one day we had this. It was really unusual, Bridget. You get a kick out of this. So it's a little container about this big, but it's plastic. And no, I'm telling a story.
I want to open it.
I know. Listen, it was like a little tiny plastic champagne glass with footed. And it had a shrimp sticking in it, but it was full of slaw. So it had one steamed shrimp stuck down in it, and slaw. And so you could pop out the little shrimp, eat that, but then you had to drink the slaw. And you already saw us all sitting around there trying to bang the last bit of slaw out of our cup.
I think I'd have grabbed me a spoon.
There wasn't any. It was a finger food thing.
Mm.
Anyway, but it was really funny watching people trying to drink their slaw.
So silly.
I like the shrimp so much, I ate the slaw just for that. But anyway, so I won 2 pairs of these glasses. For one pair of the glasses, they wanted us to learn how to go live on Facebook. And so they did a, what you call it, they broke us up in groups. And they taught, well, first they did a class on going live, then they broke us up in groups, and then we had to do a 45-minute tape session where we just did something silly, and the people at our table did a mock 2020 election, and we had a guy pretending to sort of be like a Trump guy, has long beard, his Uncle Goat, the Uncle Goat show on YouTube. And then and then I was sort of like a Hillary, you know, but we were supposed to be really stupid and really silly. We were supposed to say outlandish things, and the person that had the funniest skit won glasses, and I won. So like, I can get a copy of that video and I can post it on my YouTube channel. But, I mean, we said really stupid, outlandish things, and at one point, I was tired, and I was dyslexic. I'm just so dyslexic. And they said, you know, what are you going to wear if you win? And I said, well, what all good women should wear when they're going to, you know, going to an election or whatever. I said, a little red, and I said blue too, a red-blue dress, a little red-blue dress. And they looked at me, and it put me on a spot, and my brain was like, why did you say red and blue? And so I had to think of something funny because we were still on camera. And so I said, well, you know, it's red, white, and blue for America. I'm white, red, blue dress. There we go, red, white, and blue. And then afterwards I thought to myself, oh, Kimberly, that was sort of racist in a way. Or somebody could take it racist. And you know, I say things that people get offended about that I have no evil intentions, and just first thing that popped off the top of my head. And sometimes people get mad at me, and they say that I make dirty jokes and never know it, and it's true, because people will be laughing and turning red around me, and I'm like, what? I wasn't even telling something funny. And they say I tell dirty jokes all the time, don't even know it, and I do. And it's totally by accident. And if I actually try to tell a joke, I'm terrible at it.
Flops.
I'm terrible at it. But I can accidentally tell you a dirty joke, and you'll just be
hilarious. It's hilarious.
And I'm just sitting there like, what? I'm crazy. But anyway, we won 2 sets. But when we went to the eclipse party of my Austin Cave-In friends, Christina and Tillman, we were issued our glasses to watch the eclipse, and so I just put these on top of that, and it held them in place when I was looking at the eclipse. Well, Steve, he decided to lay his down on the ground beside him.
Oh no.
And so a little boy stepped on him. So I won 2 pairs, but only one survived. Okay, so you want to see what else is in here?
Yes, I do. I'm so curious.
So anyway, I could put that video on YouTube, and he really wants to put that video on YouTube, but I told him, I said, I'm not sure. I said, that was sounded a little bit racist and everything, and people might get mad at me, and I didn't mean it racist. I actually didn't even mean to say it. I meant to say a little red dress. Isn't that what they always wear when they're going to the inauguration or whatever? The women always wears a really pretty red dress.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But I said red blue. Don't ask me why. I do not know. I do not know. What is it?
It's a portable charger.
Oh, and it says YouTube.
Yeah, Mama always needs plenty of those.
Yes.
She can drain her phone in an hour.
I do, because I have so many people contacting me. Yeah. Okay, so that is the goodies from. I really like this. This has a nice feel about it.
Yeah, you want to put it back. It's magnetic too. It keeps shutting.
You don't really think it's magnetic?
I don't know. It feels like it. I was messing with it.
Okay. So, did you write down the recipe for the test batch in the book? We need to write that down. Because you know we're dyslexic.
And we'll forget about it.
And we'll forget what it is.
Yep.
And then we'll want to make it again, and we'll have to watch the video.
Oh, that's okay. I can watch the video.
Look at her. She says, I'll watch the video on the clock, Mama. No problem. I'll get me some popcorn. Anyway,
it's happened a couple times.
So, now the first day I went with Steve, but the second day he had to work. So I took 2 friends and
not Brigitte.
I know, but we had to have the store open. But I did tell you if I couldn't find somebody to ride with me, we'd just have to close the store. But I didn't want to close the store.
And then she didn't tell me she found somebody to ride with her.
But she waits. I'm on the way to Atlanta to the conference, and she's calling me.
It's at 7 o'clock in the morning. How was I supposed to know you was already there?
I was driving.
Yeah.
But do you call me the day before and say, hey, Mama, am I going? Or the night before and say, hey, Mama, am I going? What time you pick me up? No,
No. I put the kids on the bus and I go, hey, where you at? When you coming?
And so I felt bad about it. But I made up for it today because I took you scrub shopping, right? Okay.
And Chinese food.
All right. And Chinese food. Okay. So anyway, so day 2, Lorna is a friend on Facebook, and she also shops here. And a gentleman by the name of Clint has been my friend on Facebook, and I recently found out that he had a YouTube channel, and he does really crazy old goat videos because it's the old goat show, and he has this beautiful long beard, and I don't know if his hair is short or long now. I can't remember. It seems like he was wearing a hat a lot, but he's just a really sweet guy. And he does crazy videos, and the camera's just moving all the time. I wonder how people actually keep up with what they're watching sometimes with the way he moves the camera. So the videos are probably quite fun. So if you want to check out the Uncle Goat Show on YouTube, you can see videos that he possibly took during the conference. I asked him not to put his video on that he took of us without stating in the description that they had asked us, it was a satire, they had asked us to say really crazy funny things and outlandish things, and he wouldn't do it. So I guess you just have to live with life. Sometimes you know, but for me, I know I have a lot of people that hate me, and that's okay, but I do want the people who love me not to decide to hate me because of some outlandish thing that I said because I had been asked to on a video. So I'm letting you guys know that that video was staged and we were just being absolutely stupid. And you know what I won? Well, you know, Steve has this big old beard of his. And so I love to just grab that beard and just say, come here, baby, and get me a kiss. And so I saw that big old beard, and they asked him, they were asking stupid questions. And so they asked him, if you win as president, will you require all men to grow long beards? And he was like, oh no, I won't do that. And I'll go, I refute that. I stand for women's rights. And I say every man has to grow a long beard so that us women can just reach a hold of them, grab them, and put them right where we want. Which was also a sex joke without realizing. And everybody's dying laughing, they're bright red, and I'm thinking, what? what, you know. And he's sitting there, you know, hanging by my fist, because I've literally got him in the hair. Because he said something about how you won't tell me what to do, woman. And honey, I just reached right over there and I said, I'll put you right where I want you. And he come with me too. I had a hold of him. And he was looking at me with pancake eyes like, oh my God, this is supposed to be funny, you know. But she seriously has my beard hairs, and I'm seriously going where she puts me. And I tell you, you get your man to grow you a long beard, and you grab that beard, they're coming where you want them. Mm-hmm. And but anyway, so then he's like, you gotta quit getting in the gutter. And I'm like, gutter? And he's like, yeah, put you where you women want us. And then I realized that I'd said something like that totally and never thought at all about it being sexual or dirty. It was just, you know, if you need them to clean the garage, you take them by the man hairs and you walk them to the garage.
Yeah,
you know,
see, that's where
put them right where you want them.
That's where it hit me as well, you know.
You see,
I was gonna drag Michael over to the dishes.
Yeah. We just don't. I don't think that way. I do not think dirty joke, but I make dirty jokes all the time and don't even realize it. So then I turned bright red on camera. So, but his camera was moving around on his little selfie stick like this the whole time. So you might not can make heads or tails out of his video. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. And I know that he refused to put on there that it was a satire video, and that but he may have changed his mind. I'm hoping he changed his mind and everything in support of our friendship and everything, because I really don't want people thinking that we were saying all those things on purpose, that because we were told to, and and I made a dirty joke and didn't mean to. We had a great time, and he's a dear friend, so very sweet. And now we, you know, this was actually our first time to meet each other. As I loaded him up in my car with Lorna, his partner, and boom, here we headed for Atlanta. And it was so funny, the day before they asked me if I couldn't just bring him and not bring Lorna, because his channel didn't qualify to come because he only had 2,500 subscribers. He probably has a whole lot more now because of people, you know, talking about his YouTube channel on their videos, you know, and everything. So I figure he's maybe got 5,000 now. And but anyway, and so and they asked me, and I thought about that, and I thought about the fact, you know, that he's a single man, and even though I'm taken, I'm not actually married, and how appropriate that would look for me to bring him by himself. And I was like, no, I can't do that. I said, not without Lorna. Yeah. And so Lorna had a great time, and she's on his YouTube channel sometimes. They go and they do videos together.
So I should have gone.
I know, she should have gone. But it's a curse, because it's either you open the store or I open the store. But what happens on Wednesday, you know,
Wednesday
now that
we're closed. Yay!
Yes, so we can do things like that on Wednesday. And the next time that I'm invited to a conference like this, maybe I'll see it way ahead of time and we can plan. But it was just like all of a sudden across the my YouTube channel, when I logged in, it's like you were invited, and and it was like short notice, like the next week you're invited.
Yep.
And so I
had no time
to plot and plan. Yep. Right?
Yeah. Plan ahead, YouTube. Plan ahead.
Well, it may be that I didn't see that. It might have been there before and I just didn't see it. But once I exited out, though, it was gone. It didn't come back. So I don't know if you even enjoyed this video. But so on day 2 is when I had the crazy skit, and they gave us more food, but no slaw, no drinkable slaw. And we had better finger foods that day, and we had a really great time. And YouTube was so awesome to us, and they helped us out. It was for people with 50,000 subscribers and more. And everybody thinks that I should have more subscribers. Huh?
Did Southern Mama go?
I don't know.
Darren not?
You know I'm dyslexic. What does she look like?
It's a he.
Oh.
It's a man that plays a woman on Facebook and YouTube.
Well,
He's hilarious.
No men came in dressed like a woman.
He don't dress like a woman. He has just long hair. I'll show you a picture later.
Okay.
One of the videos because it's hilarious.
Well,
It so reminds me of
I didn't hear about anybody's channel being.
He lives in Gadsden, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
We should do some collaboration videos.
Oh yeah.
I could dress like a man.
You might like that. Yeah. He does all the off the wall stuff.
He does off the wall stuff?
Yeah, he does like Southern Mama picking the kids up from school, and it's all about family life in the South. And so it's completely and totally, you know, us getting up in the morning and going to school, and then like going to soccer places and stuff like that. It's all the basic life, but it's a man playing a woman, and it's hilarious.
Are there children involved?
No, like he's talking to the kids, but you never actually see any kids. I don't know if there is any kids actually.
So you don't hear them talking back?
No,
Okay.
You just hear his responses to what they may have sassed at him or not. He's like, cut them eyes at me one more time.
Well, we had another wonderful gentleman named Chris Stecker, and he has a YouTube channel about Hulk Kid. And he has a green screen at his house, and he has all these, you know, programs and stuff. And so he does videos where his nephew turns into Hulk Kid and defends his mother or himself or whoever is in the show, and it's really quite cute. So if you have any children that would love to watch cute little Hulk Kid videos, go to Chris Stecker, and I think it's called Hulk Kid, but his channel is actually named after him. His name, Chris Stecker, or something like that. I'll try to put a link. I'll put a link in the video in the descriptions to those two channels. And he was such a pleasure to me, and we're going to do some collaboration, and he wants me and Steve and Clint, which is the Uncle Goat show, and possibly Lorna to all come to his house and stay the weekend. And he says, and I have a pool, and I hope he has a hot tub, and it won't be as good as the hillbilly hot tub, but
Yes.
maybe it's a hot tub, and we're going to stay the weekend, and we're going to do collaboration videos if I can get it lined up, and I'm really excited about that. Yes. And you might get to see me on a green screen, and I might be purple. Who knows? I might be blowed up like the Hulk. I don't know. I don't know what he has in mind, but I'm going. I've got K-Fest coming up, and Jacob's coming this weekend, Steve's son, for a visit, and then the next week is K-Fest. So, ooh. Oh yes, I've seen this house
We
before.
went to an estate sale there.
Okay. And everything, and so we're I can't remember where I was at now because the pictures got poked in front of me, but
Steve's son's coming.
yes,
Jacob.
and then the next, and we're going caving, and I'm gonna do a cavey video, so look out for that. And then the week after that we're going to do Cave Fest. That's a once a year festival, and I'm going to be leading some cave trips, and I'm going to be helping with registration. I'm very excited about that. It's my first year to get to help, and I also got to do up a raffle for them to raffle off. So we've got to fix up something pretty. We've got to find a pretty basket, and I got to take that. And then, and then the weekend after that, then Steve is off, and we don't have any plans to the best of my knowledge, and so that's when I'm hoping to do it. We shall see, and then y'all will see the fun videos. All right, so I went to a YouTube convention. Oh, that's what I was saying. I have over 50,000 subscribers, and for a long time I just had 30. And there's people with like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And as long as I've been on YouTube, I should actually have more subscribers. But you've got to understand, I work with how to make soap for the first time. So that means I'm a flow in and flow out traffic.
Yeah.
They come in, they learn all the stuff that they can absorb from me, and then they move on to other people and they learn how to make this foo-foo stuff.
They don't unsubscribe, do they?
A lot of times they do, because they okay, I'm done there, and so I'm gonna go over here.
You shouldn't unsubscribe because you never know what you're gonna miss.
Well, that's my thought on the subject too, but people come in and they absorb how to make hot processed soap, how to make it naturally, how I'm making my lotions, my creams. They'll stay my subscriber a year or more. But then they'll move on and they'll go over and they'll watch somebody who's using chemical dyes and making foo-foo soap.
And then they come back.
Well, a lot of times they do. Sometimes they don't. But I don't do, I play and I'm trying to learn how to do the cold processed soap so that I can help cold processed soapers too. But ultimately, I'm a hot processed soaper. And I only make certain things because I only make natural soap, and there's just so much I guess you can do with that.
Yep.
And I don't. It doesn't bother me at all. But they were all like, "You should have more subscribers," and I was like, "I know," but I said I'm a flow in and flow out channel. People come in when they're learning, and when they feel like they've absorbed that, then they move on. But of course, we're always welcome to have you forever. Yes, but you don't have to. It clogs up your email. It clogs up your phone notifications.
Well, not too bad.
I get a lot of notifications off of my YouTube, people that I subscribe from, and a lot of emails because I choose to see the email, because sometimes I don't have time for the notifications and I just have to scan them off my phone.
Yeah.
So it can clog you up. But
I don't have as many people I'm subscribed to, so.
Yeah. I'm just subscribed to about 10, I think. 10 or 15 people. But in any case, I really, really appreciate you for being a subscriber, and I thank you for subscribing. And I really appreciate you for being a patron, and I thank you for being a patron. I was fixing to say, we could give away the YouTube drink bottle on one of our patron things.
Yeah.
We'll keep the box so that it's
there's a paper too. There's plastic.
Okay.
It goes in plastic.
All right. Well, listen. We'll just put it all in here because this is all staying here anyway for right now. So I'll just poke it right there, and we'll continue with it later. Maybe that would be a fun thing to do. Is let y'all share on my YouTube bounty.
You could sign it. You could sign it. Like autograph it,
I don't know if that would stay.
Well, you autograph it and then we would put some clear coat enamel over it. Yeah. Wouldn't y'all like that?
No, they don't want my signature.
They might.
I found that when I went to the soap conventions, people just want a selfie with me and them in it. And I would tell you, I loved doing those selfies. I'd be late for class though, because so many people would want to talk to me in between classes. So I got to where, like, after the second day, I was like, "You want to do a selfie? Oh, could we? Yes, let's do it. Okay, next." Because I wanted to go to class and I wanted to be on time. And so, and there was just so many people that wanted to give me a hug or say howdy. And I figured out that a few words in a selfie was like the ultimate happiness for everybody. And I wanted to give the perfect happiness, but I also wanted to be at class on time. And I was always straggling in, we'd be straggling in late because I was talking to people that were like, "You taught me how to make hot process soap. I just think you're awesome. Thank you for helping me," and everything. And so as they were talking, I got to where I'd say, "You want to do a selfie?" And that would just shut them right up. They were like, "Oh, yes, that's the ultimate." Cha-ching. I was like, "Okay, next." And it was just like a little, and I just kept trying to inch closer to the door of the class because I really loved meeting everybody. It was so awesome, but I wanted to be in class on time.
She's so silly.
I can't help it. All right, so I got to cut your hair, right?
Yes.
Okay, guys, I gotta go. I gotta cut her hair.
Yes.
I hope you've enjoyed this. Remember, I'm gonna put links to the Hawk Kit and to the Uncle Goat Show in my description. Okay? All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay, so this is a little break in the middle of this video that I'm telling you. I'm putting in pictures. Enjoy.